Hate to see another nigga like me going out so sad. Smoking 24/7, trying to leave my thoughts, but they coming back.
We out here. We back again. I know it seems like we just gonna disappear. We not. A lot be going on. We dealing with real life stuff. I'm back. I got KOTV in the building with me.
We in the building.
I got EmperorJus with me.
Yeah, man, for real.
It's been a while. We ran into some issues.
Definitely some issues.
We'll probably get into them later.
Definitely some issues.
Came back and better though. You see what I'm saying?
You feel me? We came
it's
back
a
and
perfect way to
better.
start the new one. You feel me?
Great positive guests.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
Really
most
putting
definitely.
in work in the city.
for real.
You feel me? And we came. You see how I'm dressed. You see how I'm dressed.
Got the whole what's in
Let me
it
make
fit
sure
on.
I stand up so y'all get it.
On.
See, like this what it looked like to be first. This what it looked like. This is what it looks like when you're first.
I'll take that.
This is what it look. The 76ers are first in the Eastern Conference.
Word.
The 70. It goes through us.
Word.
It goes through now O'Rain. I know you're not privy to basketball.
Yeah, I don't really know nothing about the ball.
I mean,
but that's crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all been trash forever. You feel me? And I'm not even where.
All right, time out.
Hold up. I'm just saying.
I'm not letting you get
Y'all
that.
had one of
Can
the
we get
greatest
our
goats.
like?
Y'all had one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying, individuals of all time, but he wasn't able to.
Yeah, you know when you have
do
somebody
your thing.
that really hate on you, and
I'm
you
not
know,
hating. I'm just saying.
like deep
I'm
down in your
proud of
heart,
y'all. I'm
we're
proud of
number
y'all.
one,
I'm
and he
completely
finds
happy.
something to hate
I'm
on.
just saying, man. I'm
The
proud of
Knicks in the
y'all.
playoffs. The Knicks in the playoffs.
Fourth
Oh, yeah, Knicks in the playoffs. Yeah, that's it.
What is it? Fourth, fifth seed?
Fourth seed in the East. They counted us out. So I'm completely listen. Y'all can get first, second, third, and you can't get fourth. That's it.
Yeah, I'm
you
not
get first,
saying.
second, third, but you can't get fourth.
You know the old heads say basketball is better when the Knicks are good.
Hey, I agree.
I think they was right.
I agree.
I think
Julius
I ain't gonna
Randle
hold you.
crazy.
I just feel like it's much better to watch, like, cause most of the games are gonna be New York games.
Right. It's the Mecca. Like when New York is good.
The Madison Square Garden is one of the best places to watch basketball.
If not the best place.
I'm about to say
Everybody
best
loves
place.
playing in the
You know
garden.
People have,
except for the
bro.
Garden.
I've been to the Madison Square Garden and they've never been good. This is the first time they've been something. Besides when they had Melo, that couple.
That was a small era though. That wasn't like nothing crazy. Like, you know, Melo came through to his thing, but the rest of the team was still me.
So like you've been like a Knicks fan your whole life.
Actually, so I'm gonna keep it a full stack. When I was growing up,
I need a
we
rail.
didn't do teams. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. When you kids, like,
You're
everybody
my
like Michael
age.
Jordan. You see
Like,
what
what
I'm
are
saying?
you talking about? You're my age.
I'm telling you, listen, let me show you. So
man.
when I was a kid, I didn't do
You were in
teams.
my same grade and
I
everything.
had a favorite player. Like
Okay.
everybody had a favorite player. So I'm like, yo, my brother liked Michael Jordan. He didn't let me like Michael Jordan. I had to like Scottie Pippen. So
He
we
ain't
was
let
Bulls
you?
fans. Yeah, he was stingy. He was like, yo, I gotta like Michael Jordan. You gotta like another person.
Okay.
He liked Batman. I had to like Robin. You see what I'm
Okay,
saying? Like,
okay.
second
Oh,
player
I see what
type
you're saying. I
shit.
see
Younger
what
brother
you're
type
saying.
shit.
Word.
That's fair. That's fair.
It's fair.
That's
Like,
fair.
you just growing up with it. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be a Bulls fan.
Cause they
I
got the
don't
Bulls
wanna like
curse.
the second best nigga. You feel me?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's true.
I want to like my own player.
Yeah,
So
like
I
the
said, you know
individual, I feel
what? I'm going to pick my own favorite player.
Okay.
It's been CP, and it's been CP.
Chris Paul?
Chris Paul since the beginning, bro.
Hey, Chris Paul.
I respect that. I respect
feel
that.
me?
I respect that. I
Best
respect
point guard of
that.
all time. I said it on wax. I don't care. Both ends of the floor, defense, offense.
No. Best point guard of all
I feel like he's the
Of all
best point
time.
guard of all time.
Besides Magic Johnson.
Not the greatest. Magic got all the rings and all that type of stuff.
I'm about to say.
But he's not better than Magic
better than
Johnson.
Magic. He's
I'm
not
going to tell you
better.
right now.
Bro, wait,
CP
hold
was
on.
playing in
Oh,
Magic era. 2020, he going to give him 40.
You think he be playing Magic?
Chris Paul's not playing in Magic.
Magic can't play in this era.
Bro, Chris
He
Paul's
make the
not
ball
playing.
go like this. And don't get me
Bro.
wrong, like Magic is nice.
I
He's
hear you.
flashy, good for the game. But
He's
bringing a ball
6'8".
like this, he's 6'8", 6'9". Ben Simmons.
He's sick. Chris Paul couldn't play
Ben
back then.
Simmons, Magic Johnson, probably around.
Chris Paul be a ball boy back then. Chris
on,
Paul
man.
He's
I don't
a
even think
force
Chris Paul
6
be in the
feet.
field. I don't
If I'ma
think
keep
he
it a
be-
I bet you we're taller than him.
If I
I bet you we're taller than him. I bet you we're taller than
If I'm
him.
keeping it a buck, CP could play. Anybody
How
in
much
this
you want
era, anybody in this era could play in any era beforehand. Russell
I
Westbrook would be the greatest of all time if he was playing.
I
Magic
know
I
that.
agree.
I
Bro,
know.
I
that speed,
Yeah,
dunking on
yeah,
them. Come on,
yeah,
yo.
yeah,
Nah, the
He
Jordan
was
rules
still-
would have been the Westbrook rules because there's no way they're letting you do that every time.
See what I'm saying?
Every
bro?
time.
Every time.
So that's why I feel like this is the best era. If you nasty in this era, if you the best in this era, I feel like
I feel like the best era was the era right before this one, the 2000s. That was the best one.
That was the
Kobe,
great-
prime
the
Kobe.
Steve
Kobe,
Nash,
KG,
Oh
Tim
my
Duncan,
Nah,
God.
that's
Allen, Iverson.
Wasn't that's when the Spurs was wilding. The
Allen,
Spurs was
I'll take that.
Iverson.
Ooh, yeah, that
But
was
yeah,
it,
long story short, CP was my favorite player. They vetoed the trade for him to go to LA, which was some BS. Everybody knows it was some BS.
That's one. I don't even want that. To me personally, people talk about like flat Earth, and that's the biggest conspiracy theory of the world. to me.
Yeah, mama
Listen,
said yeah.
it was
I
bad.
want to know why and how.
It
The
was
Earth
really,
influence.
it was really,
We
it was
not-
really, really bad. And once they did that, I was like, all right, like he went to the Clippers. I'm cool with the Clippers or whatever. I didn't really pick a team. After I got out of college, I'm like, yo, I can't be following niggas around the league. You know what I'm saying?
I gotta stay
first. You got everybody. I'm like, yo, I'm not finna do all that. So I'm about to draft myself to a team. And I said, what made the most sense? They was trying to get me over to the Sixers. They were trying to get me over to the Nets. They were trying to get me over to the Lakers.
Stay the court. But that's what I'm
nah,
saying.
you
I've been a
stood 10 toes
fan
down.
since a
You stood 10
kid.
toes.
Knicks, baby. I took the challenge.
But that's a good team though, because you went there when they wasn't good. So
I did it when they was trash, so you can't say nothing, yo. I was
true.
I can respect that.
You was loyal to the cause back then.
You feel me? So like, I can celebrate now. If you want to celebrate now, like come out of the woodwork, like yo, I'm a Knicks fan. I want to see your receipts in 2000.
I need paperwork. Yeah, I need paperwork. I need paperwork.
Yeah, we need paperwork, jerseys, all of that.
I need that.
All of
Once
that.
you show me that,
Everything.
you good.
Everything.
But
Your hat
until
from back in the
then,
day,
I don't
all of
wanna
that.
hear it, bro.
All of that, cuz.
So let
If
me
you
ask
just
you.
start liking the Knicks within the past year and a half, 2 years, you are not a Knicks fan.
Facts. So hold up. So you got the Knicks taking it all? Who you got taking it all? You don't got
As long as
Little
we
hesitant on that
get
one.
past the first round, listen, getting to the playoffs right now, it's baby steps, bro.
It's
Last
baby
year,
steps.
we didn't even get to the bubble.
Cause it's different. It's different. There's a whole different level of competition. You know what I'm
Feel
saying?
me?
I know to not get invited to the bubble was crazy.
So we're not even in the bubble. So
That was
the fact
crazy.
That we got to the playoffs and we're top 4 after one season.
Yeah.
Bro, y'all can get swept first round.
Y'all was
I'm
hungry,
fine.
man. Y'all was hungry.
Y'all can get smacked.
Knicks can get swept first round. I'm still happy.
That's
I'm
a
happy.
fact. That's a win. That's a win.
I do want CP to retire with a ring though. While he's still good.
Yeah.
And they robbed him for an MVP, but I ain't finna go back over.
Well, me personally, y'all know who I got taking it all. I'm not gonna go in depth. 6 and 4, every team. I mean, I'm telling you, whoever disputes this, when we win, I'm taking a bus. We're going to Philly.
Every team.
So you either with me or
In 4, no losses.
Next topic.
16 straight games.
No losses. That's what he said.
The
Remember
next
that.
topic is
Write that down.
like, what are y'all
16
talking
games,
about?
I guess.
16-0. No. Ben Simmons be bugging, so I'm gonna be objective and say we might lose 2-3.
Okay.
We might lose 2-3.
That's reasonable.
And the Nets, if the Nets
Start
players
wilding.
become the Nets players,
All right, it's slow.
we're in trouble.
Yeah, it's slow.
But I don't believe in James.
I mean, I see what
Kyrie
happens
liable
when
to
you
not play if something go left.
Yeah.
Let a world event go crazy.
Nah, chill.
We'll be all right.
No comment.
You feel me?
Crazy.
So
That's crazy.
6 and
He
4.
known for that. He know to move funny.
Before we leave on the basketball topic, we're not gonna skip past the fact that you hoop.
Yeah,
I want to see you back on the court.
I get it every
Real
time.
talk, I want to see him back on the court. He had a little hiatus.
Hold on.
Yeah,
Ooh, wait,
he
nah,
hooped,
that's
bro. No, but he hooped.
I be
though.
trying. They don't believe me.
I know he hoops, but he been talking like he been outside giving people buckets. Like,
No,
No, I was
know.
like that.
Oh,
That was
you
my
are.
past life.
I'm
Like,
trying to tell you, I met him on the basketball court. He hoops, bro.
I said it.
Past
Alright,
life.
hey,
Past it, he hoops. Now, I mean, I definitely used to terrorize him.
All right,
You see what I'm saying?
all right. Truth comes
But
out.
outside of that, boy, yo, he hooped. Like,
we get a viral clip and now we terrorize people.
hey,
See,
listen,
but it's people like you that make me want to go outside because like
Come
it be
outside, bro.
bums that talk like
Come
that. I'm
outside.
like, you was never like that.
I
See, at least somebody who I can say, all right, he's like we can get it in. Like I come outside for that. Like,
Yeah, it's lit then. You
all
gotta set
right,
that
That's
up.
facts.
all right,
All
bet.
right,
We'll set it up. But moving on. You feel me? I want to talk about the music. You feel me? And not specifically the music scene in our city and what you got going on.
Yeah, so the thing about it with music, I think the biggest thing that people need to understand is
Wow.
see, I lit the room up with this conversation. you
Yeah.
feel me?
Wow.
But yeah, the thing about music is like a lot of people right now, I feel like in Connecticut are, like you said earlier off the mic, like they're in a situation where it's not really the talent, it's the infrastructure, it's the business. And I tell people all the time, like,
I agree with that.
when you say music business, the biggest word is business for a reason. Because that's the most important part.
It's
You know
mainly
what I'm saying?
business.
It's mainly business. Anybody can make a hot song. Look, we got mics right now.
Anybody
After this,
can
we can make a
He
banger.
can make a banger.
Banger.
And it's not even
I hear
important
Go
at that point
viral
in
on
time.
TikTok and all that.
Yeah.
A hater.
If you don't got the business, if you don't have the ability to sustain yourself, if you don't know what differentiates yourself in any market when it comes to business at all, you're not gonna survive.
Not about yeah.
So the same thing about it with music. Like I like what's going on because people are doing more. They're doing more on top of the business. With me specifically, I make music. The people around me make music. But we approach it from a business perspective. Like we get the content, and then we sell the content. If you out here doing it backwards, you know it's not gonna make sense. But the generation that's coming up now, like my generation and the younger generation, yo, we got it all set. I'm telling you, like within like I want to say the next 3 to 5 years or earlier, you're gonna see like
CT artists, like
artists.
that's what I want. Like,
Most definitely.
So 100%.
Most
That's
definitely.
what
That
this is
yo,
for,
that
like-
time is definitely
like-
coming because our progression level has been crazy. Like you said, a lot of people is working, going to different states, connecting with certain individuals.
Yeah.
I mean, like right now, and like you said, the biggest important thing, bro, is the business side of it.
Right,
Like
the
yeah, you
business side of
you can be in the studio all day, 10 days.
You could be as good as you want to be.
It don't matter.
If you're not willing to work with people, if you're not trying to let your personality
Learn,
show,
right. You think it's
don't
gonna be-
nobody care if you can spit bars.
Right. The thing about
Everybody spit bars.
and the thing about it too is like
Bars come and go.
Right. If you're in a situation, and most of them is recycled, if I'm gonna keep it a full stack,
Yeah.
everybody's rapping about the
They
same
written
shit.
by me.
Yeah.
I wrote the bars.
Word.
You feel me? Like if you want
busy.
to talk about it, like
Right.
it's me.
You got the
I'm a-
composition.
it's
You got
me.
all the composition, sir.
It was me.
Listen.
You feel me?
And at
But
the end of
they
the
got
day-
their own personality. They need to let.
Right. If you're not showing yourself, if you're not showing your personality, if you're not doing any type of product differentiation, nobody's gonna want to check for
That's
you.
a
You feel
fact.
me?
And
That's a
on
fact,
top of
bro.
that,
That's a
even
fact.
what's more big, which is more bigger than that is, you gotta be consistent, bro. Y'all coming out with a song a month, and then you coming out with a video twice a year. It's not gonna
And we
happen.
never see you.
It's not
We
gonna
never
happen.
see you
One
again.
song a month and two videos a year. It's not gonna happen, bro.
Yo,
You can't. It's not gonna happen. People want to see you every single day.
Jesus,
You
I've
feel
been
me? Stupid.
I've been sitting there telling people that I'm like, yo, cuz you gotta sit there and be consistent. Because even I had to learn
Right.
that myself with my funny videos, with my designs.
Right.
I
Even
didn't-
with
I didn't
this.
even with this, you don't start really seeing growth until people constantly
You feel me?
constantly see you.
Consistent.
They
And
start
we
playing
getting
with the
there. We
algorithm.
getting there.
You
Yeah.
feel me? Like people want. I told one of the homies, I'm like, yo, cuz I ain't hear you enough. You know, I be in the studio. I'm like. It's not that I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the people. The
Right.
people have not heard you.
They don't
They
see you.
they don't see you.
They don't care if you've been in the studio.
Right.
I'm saying
They don't care if the top level artists have been in the studio.
They don't.
You gotta produce.
They want to hear
Right.
content.
The only thing you're
Like-
gonna be able to get a result off is what you produce. Period. And
right.
if you and the thing about it, like the barrier to entry is so low that everybody's doing it. So the only way you can differentiate is if you're really, 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 really good,
Yep.
or if you really, 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 really working. There's
Exactly.
only, and if you're
Exactly.
both, it's a wrap.
Oh,
Or
no,
or
it's
if
all
you
good.
have there's other ways to cheat the system. You feel me? You got industry plants. No one from Connecticut is going to be that.
Right.
Which
Yeah.
means
Yeah.
you have to do what he said. You have to be
Right.
really, 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 really good. Or you have to work really,
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 really
really hard.
hard.
And
Yeah.
working really, really hard entails knowing the business. It entails putting yourself out there.
And I
It
wanna
entails
say
doing a lot of stuff
The
that
marketing
people
side
don't
of
be
things,
trying
like,
to
you
do.
feel me? It's a lot of that. It's a lot that goes into it. Doing the research to figure out how to really expand your music, expand your fit. You know what I'm saying? It's a
Right.
lot that
Get
that
into
goes
the
that whole
craft.
situation. And I feel like a lot of people don't be willing to take it that far. You feel me?
Yo, I want to say on camera, like, yo, like, if you really feel like you could get paid off of something, then try your hardest with it. Because at the end of the day, bro, like,
Why not?
when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna have to go to your 9 to 5. You
gonna-
have to. Because
You're gonna
otherwise-
figure out the alternative.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. You gotta
they-
make bread somehow.
yeah, they subject you to certain things that you don't feel like
If
doing.
especially if you really have that talent, like push
Yeah.
yourself.
No,
And even
definitely.
if, the thing about it is, even if you trash, bro, like the human body, the human mind is going to develop a way to get better in any scenario. If you're really trash, there's people on the
gotta
court
poke
that's
that.
really
We gotta
trash, but they
poke
just
that.
put that work in,
We
and
gotta
now that
poke that.
ugly jump shot drop.
We gotta
You
poke
see what I'm
Now
saying?
that
Like,
ugly jump shot, water.
it's water. Like, so
Water,
it's like,
yeah.
yo, if you really just put the work in, you block everybody else out, and you just consistently go, people even like trash people now. They like to make fun of them.
Which is crazy.
They getting paid.
They love to hate them. Yeah,
They love to hate-
There's
they
a
love to
market
hate
for
you, bro.
being
Yo,
hated.
There's a market for everybody.
Yo,
You just
there's a
gotta be
market
there.
for that. Yo, that's hilarious.
No matter what you do, and it's not even just music too. Like
That's what. And see, that's another reason why kind of why I built this. Like,
Right.
I built this for the culture. People think the culture is just hip hop music. No, hell no.
definitely
That's
not.
not
It's
true.
these conversations.
The culture
It's-
is the people who do these girls' nails.
Right.
The people who shoot who the shooters, the cameramen.
Yeah.
Everybody. My intern. You feel
Yeah.
me? Like that's the culture. Like the
That's what it
culture
is,
is
yeah.
everybody that's helping, that's giving to what we call the culture.
Exactly.
That's putting a helping hand forward.
Right. The thing about it too is like whatever you decide that you want to do, as long as you consistent, like you said, it's gonna build the culture. It's gonna make another caveat or another aspect of what we got going on as creative individuals off the grid of just waking up and going to your 9 to 5 or whatever type of job you got. Because at the end of the day, yo, the biggest thing is I think people look to other people for validation. Like, yo,
that's
like
what it is.
I want to go on this podcast or this show, and then now I know I made it, or,
Yeah.
or whatever the situation is. Yo, when you decide in your head that you're locked in, that's when you made
That's
it.
when you
You
made
see
it.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's when you
Everything
made it.
else is just a result of you,
Of
have
you
already-
being locked in.
You're already
Yeah,
locked in.
exactly,
Like if you're in a
exactly.
situation where you're like, yo, like I'm locked in like this music thing. I'm gonna make a song a day. I'm dropping it on SoundCloud every day. You have now made
somebody gonna like that.
Somebody gonna like
whether they like your music or they like your hustle. Somebody gonna like
somebody gonna like it, and that's when you think in your mind like, yo, I've now made it. Let me just make sure I put that grind in, because making it or being in a situation where you got 1 million views, you're not getting that much bread off of it. I'm gonna pull the whole curtain back. You make 1 million views off of one video or something like that. The most you're gonna make is anywhere from 15 to 25,000.
Yeah.
That's not gonna stretch you for the whole career.
That's not enough.
I promise you that.
That's not
And
enough.
if it's a fluke and you can't follow that up,
It's over.
but you just got one video.
Let's make one video.
Okay, cool.
That's a fact.
And that's the most you can make because you did it the right way. If you ain't do it the right way, you got 25 million views, you got whatever on TikTok or whatever, and you're not even gonna make
You
any
need to
money off
capitalize
it.
over it.
That
You know what I'm
means
saying?
nothing.
There's no capitalization.
That means
You
nothing.
go to the club one time, somebody might get you a free drink because they remember you off TikTok, but that's it. Like, you see what I'm saying? There's nothing else you're getting
You're
out of
the
that.
dude that
Yo, I thought you did. Oh,
Don't
that's
get the
it.
free
That's all you
drink.
get out of that, bro.
you get
So,
mad props,
You get a little
and
bit.
props ain't worth shit.
Right.
It ain't worth shit.
Nothing at all.
I need longevity, man. I need
Right.
that longevity.
Hell no.
Longevity, you know, just lock into what you're gonna. You made it, and then everything else they're gonna come easily, bro. It's whatever. It's just
Yeah,
like
the
whatever.
universe definitely gives you what you put out, man. You know what I'm saying? Definitely gives you what you put out, like, bro. Because even with my like funny videos, like I was playing around, whatever. I try to be more consistent.
And then
Views
you
start
realized
going
you
up.
wasn't funny.
Yeah.
Then you was like, damn, let me work on myself.
As usual.
And then you started getting funny. You feel me? Hey, I'm giving you props.
Yeah.
Props, nigga, props.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
These are props. I'm giving you props.
Hey,
I
bro.
tend to be hilarious.
Everybody got their own opinion.
got-
As long as
Really?
they watching, you feel me? Like,
they watching.
That's my point.
Right, right.
That's my point.
It
Give me
don't
the
matter.
props.
Yeah, as long as they watching.
Nah, but yeah. Because
me
at first I
props.
was a little choppy, nigga. But no, now what? A little choppy. But now,
Now
I
I'm
be
hating.
doing-
Now
I
he
be-
admits it.
I be doing it like
So
this.
am I hating or am I being honest? Before you said I was hating.
I don't know. 'Cause
Now
at
you
first,
admitting it.
It was leaning towards the hating. You know what I mean?
See?
But I heard that. I was like, all right, he
Both
switched it up right
sides
quick.
with it.
You see, I'm
Switched it up right
Shortstop.
quick.
Oh, Rain, look what I have on. I'm winning right now. Come on, I can never hate.
Alright.
I can never
Give
hate.
him that. He got that all day.
I can never hate.
He do.
First in the East, you got
He
that
do.
all day.
First
Never
in the
hate. You feel me? But I wanted to go into my next topic, right? That it kind of goes hand in hand with CT and music, more so the infrastructure. This black and white thing you do.
Oh yeah.
I need
Please,
you to
yeah,
describe
break
it
that
'cause
down, bro. I
I
need
was
it.
speaking to
Yeah,
a friend
man.
of mine who happens to be my intern's brother, who actually curved the shit out of me today. In the craziest fashion. I've never had a friend do or foe do anything in that manner.
was so funny.
Like, yeah, you ever need somebody? They can't quite help you out,
Right.
but you understand because that's your friend.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you end up crossing paths with that friend. He's not busy at all.
Listen,
My
it
man,
happens.
I ain't even gonna expose what he
It
was
happens.
doing because then the people gonna really
Nah,
think he was grimy. Like, if I tell you what he was doing, y'all gonna, wow, he grimy. Like,
Yo, it happens.
but like, it happens. I get it.
I ain't gonna lie.
I get it.
I might be guilty of it sometimes too, bro. Like, yo, I don't feel like doing it. I usually tell niggas, though, I'll tell you up front, like, yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That,
Which is
that
fine.
Right there,
You can tell him, yeah, you should have told us that about when they got his little brother.
Which is fine, but so this black and white thing you do.
So listen.
I was trying to get him to get on there, and I wanted him to meet you.
Yeah, like he was
Oh, he
trying,
missed out on
he
opportunity.
was trying to do the introduction. Yeah, he was
Oh,
trying to
yeah,
do
he
the
definitely missed out on
introduction.
opportunity,
okay.
bro. But I mean, hey, listen, my Instagram.
We'll get him.
So basically, like,
But still,
like I said,
asshole.
when it comes to making content, bro, like I just like thinking of stuff and making stuff. So I had did a freestyle on some beat real quick, and I made it black and white because I live in a studio. Like where I live at is literally in the studio. So
Okay.
I got the
Like legit.
Yeah, like I literally I moved out and went to an apartment. The apartment is my studio. I just have to bed in there.
shit.
You see what I'm saying? So what I did was I'm like, yo, like everything is streamlined. I can make a song and a video within an hour and put it on Instagram by the end of the night. Like I've tried it, it happened, it's easy. So the reason why I bring that up is because I had did a rap or whatever, and the way I rap is I don't really like sit there and write anything. It's just I listen to the beat and whatever comes to my mind, I'll put it on wax. So that's usually the way I do it. So I heard a beat, rap the joint, and I was like, yo, I want to put a video out by the time the actual song drops. So it was the What's Next joint that
Okay.
Drake came up with the little
Yeah.
feedback. So I had the song recorded before Drake even put the song out because I found the leak. So I'm like, yo, like
I had to leak too.
yeah, I had the leak. I had the leak to the instrumental. I'm like, yo, like this is done. So I heard the leak on the instrumental. I recorded that joint that night. I recorded the video that night. I said when he dropped the video, when he dropped his song, I'm gonna have my stuff is already gonna be up there. Nigga did a silent drop. that night, so I just did the same thing at the same time.
Okay.
People was rocking with it or whatever. Like it was like triple entendres. It was a nice little joint or whatever. But when my boys seen it and was like, "Yo, like I love what you did," because I had put the lyrics on top. Because when I rap, when I say lyrics, like I'll say the same word back to back, but it'll mean something different the next time. So I say like, the best way for the viewer to understand what I'm saying is if I don't know, have the lyrics there so you can read it while I'm saying it.
Yeah.
So I did it. I put the lyrics up. Another dude that's very well known in the state, his name is Sholey.
Yeah, shout out to Sholey.
Shout out to
Yeah,
Sholey.
shout out to
New
Sholey.
Billions project is dope. He seen it. He was like, "Yo, bro, I need one of those like ASAP."
Okay.
I was like, "All right, pull up."
Go.
So I had sent them another leak that came from that same Drake pack, the lemon pepper joint. He
Okay.
murdered. He sent me the joint back within like an hour. Sent me over the lyrics. I said, "Bro, I'm gonna cut it up the same exact way." He said, "All right, bet." Like he's like, "What about like the colors and stuff?" I said, "I'm like, yo, I'm gonna keep it black and white. People like it."
Yeah.
He put it up. Everybody in the state DM me like, "Yo, I need one.
Words.
Okay.
I said, "Bet, it's a segment." I said, "It's a segment."
Yeah.
That's beautiful, bro.
So the next dude, so a lot of the people that's on there, I have personal relationships with. Like the next dude that was on there, YPQ, is a
Okay.
dude that was like my first video I ever did.
Shout out to YPQ too. We gonna get him on there soon.
Yeah,
too.
like
Get
YPQ,
him on here real
like
soon.
he get to it. Then the next dude was Dose. He was one of my actors. The next dude, I got Mula Guapo on it. He was one of my actors. Like it's like, yo, like all these people I got actual relationships with, they just need an outlet for their content. They sitting on stacks of content, but they just need outlet. I say, yo, I know you for years, bro. Pull up whenever we get this joint done in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I had a black and white. Somebody came through. It literally took from start to finish 6 minutes.
Wow.
They came in, they did it. I chopped it up. I
And
got
it
it
was done.
scheduled.
It was
It's just
done.
like that.
So now let me ask you something
That's
because
dope, man. That's dope.
going back to what we had a conversation off cam about the infrastructure. Like
Right.
I feel like because when I seen that shit like sparked my interest. I was like, yo, this shit could be part of the infrastructure of Connecticut. Like
100%.
like I was telling you how every state has an infrastructure.
Right.
And we're like one of the only states that has nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like
Zero.
So
The thing about it too is like when you say infrastructure, it's like people think some grand, big Hollywood engine.
No,
It's
no.
consistent people that do consistent things. That's
yes,
literally
that's it.
Exactly.
You
That's
do
it.
what you do
That's it.
consistently. You link up with this person. This person does what they do consistently. You link up with that person.
Yes.
For example, with me, like I wasn't starting anything when it came to entertainment whatsoever until my infrastructure for me was already built. Like,
Okay.
so that's why it took me, quote unquote, so long. I'm 27. I've been making music and being able to rap and all this acting and stuff like that since I was a kid. Like literally like a kid. I've been acting in plays and making music and all that type of stuff since I was younger than 13.
Okay.
But I was like, listen, I want to have my own camera. I want to be able to record myself. I want to be able to edit my music, edit my videos. I want to be able to do everything from start to finish so that my infrastructure could be built and I could put out the content as I pleased.
Okay.
Everybody does
Arraign.
not have the ability to do that.
Arraign, stop touching stuff.
Looking at it.
But anyway.
Yeah, but everybody don't have the ability to do that. So then you provide services for people. I don't really even do it from a financial standpoint. I just want people to be able to have the content. I'm like, yo, listen, like when he hit me up about the black and white joint, I said, it's a full-blown segment. Pull up, let's just get the joint done. And a lot of people, too, when it comes to infrastructure, they don't really have the humility that it takes to work with other people.
That's what scares me because I feel like
person.
people really think it's because they can rap.
Right.
Like, they don't understand that no one cares if you can rap.
Right.
Like,
It's a-
like there's things that you need to do. Like there's
Right.
like I was telling you, like there's a reason why there's a bars on I-95. You feel me? You should. There's no reason why you should go on bars on I-95, right? Because they have a bars on I-95. Then they be having a little segment where they ask you shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel me? To get your name, show your personality, show who you are. You feel me? There's no, and like I was telling you, there's no reason why somebody should go on bars on I-95, not come to KOTV, and not hit you up to do a black and white. You feel me? Like we need to get it to where it's like that. Not do a soul food Sunday.
We all in tune with
You
each
feel
other.
me?
You figure there should be a situation.
Because I've been
where-
seeing that around.
Once
Soul
you hit
food
bars
Sunday.
on
You feel me?
I-95,
There's no
it's
reason
about
why
the
people shouldn't be
I just
doing
spoke
that.
to Jai.
Like,
I just spoke to I literally just spoke to Recapture while I was doing the black and white.
see?
And that's what, the thing about it is like, here's the biggest thing that has to do with like the humility aspect that I'm saying. People will be rappers or people will be whatever they want, but they're not even gonna reach out to you and be like, yo, you wanna pull up? Because they got too much pride to say, I didn't want to ask the dude to pull up to the show.
Yeah.
Bro, this is not the industry for you then. You see what I'm saying? Just do whatever you're doing in terms of your trade and call it a day. Because if you're not willing to like be in a situation where you are quote unquote vulnerable for somebody to say no, that's whack, or no, I don't want this.
You
or
have
be
to
turned
network.
down or network. Entertainment is not for you.
It's not for you.
Entertainment or any matter of fact, anything besides clocking in is not for you, bro. Because I promise you, like, I'm very big into investing in investments. You get no's 50 times before you say it.
Bro, I cannot tell you how many
definitely.
times I've reached
Most
out
definitely.
to people and either just got no response or they just said
Yeah,
no.
we got left
What
on the
I'm
scene,
supposed to do?
Right, and it's like
I'm supposed to be like, all right, I'm done, guys. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I got beef with this dude
I'ma
now.
keep
No,
going.
and it's like, that's
going.
weird to me. Like,
Yeah.
I see him and I see you in person. I'm gonna try again.
Bro.
Now you got done me in person.
Right. I see exactly what you said. And
Done
it's
me
like,
twice.
the entertainment is
And it's still no
industry, bro.
smoke.
Yeah,
It's
it
no
is what
smoke.
it is.
It's really no
Like,
smoke
you know
because
what
at
I'm
the end of the day, either you interested in it and you want to get it done, or you not. I'm the type of
It's that
person that I
simple.
answer every single DM. Like if you DM me, I answer every single one. Other people, they might, and I just restarted my Instagram, so I have the ability to do that. But other people who've been doing it for a while, got 20,000 followers, they might not even see the DM that you're reaching out. So you
That's a
sitting there
fact.
with
That's
your-
a fact.
your-
And
your
you
face
salty.
turned up and you salty.
You.
You didn't even know that you reached out. You see what I'm saying? So if the infrastructure is built and you network with other people, then it's like, yo, get me in contact with this person. Get me in contact with this person. For example, like if you try to talk to a specific individual who's been on my black and white set, I got their number.
Yep. We could just reach out.
Reach out directly, bro. Because the thing about it is that's how networking and infrastructure is built. People look at California, look at Atlanta, they look at I would say Chicago, kinda, but more so like
They don't
California
really
and LA
work
and
together.
Atlanta. Yeah, they're
But
kinda
even
like-
there, they have an infrastructure, but theirs is clout based.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
But at least they have one. You feel me?
have one.
Everybody
Yeah,
has
they have
one.
one, exactly.
Atlanta, you just go down the street, you see rappers.
right.
You feel me?
You see
Everybody
everybody.
has one.
Everybody has
See,
like,
everybody
like
has.
a section. Like they have a community that's all working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody in Atlanta put everybody in Atlanta on. You feel
Right.
me? Everybody in the city put everybody in the city
Well,
on. It's
Atlanta's
like-
infrastructure is top tier.
Yeah.
It's
They,
a
they
hub.
top. They got rappers.
they got-
If you don't want to do it through the rappers, you can
they
do it
got
through the
all
strip clubs.
types
They
of-
got a wild.
Yo, and the thing about
It
it
just
too
works for them.
is like in these other areas.
I admire them for that.
Bro,
Actually,
like Atlanta and LA. Matter of fact, my cousin Jordan, Jordan, he growing up. He's crazy. He in California literally right now, and the energy that's so much different is when you are in those areas, you're there to work.
yeah.
In Connecticut, it's like I might work. Or I might be able to be there on time. Or I might know my lines for this scene. Nah, in Atlanta, in LA,
You're there to
you
work.
go over there, they pulling up like, yo, please give me the script. Please
Yeah.
give me an opportunity. And it's like with me, I already got connection. People hit me up from LA literally right now, like, yo, come out here, do videos and stuff like that. I'm like, yo, I'm holding down the state real quick. I'm gonna make sure everything is situated. I dare somebody to say I left without thinking of people.
Yeah.
Bro, I've been hitting y'all up. You see what I'm saying?
I've been
I-
trying.
Most definitely. You
yeah,
been
like,
trying.
and
You
trust
very
me, like,
reasonable.
don't get me wrong, like, I'm always gonna hold it down, like, make sure that videos and everything is situated, and no matter how big I get, I'm gonna hold it down for Bridgeport because there's really no outlet, and it's really crazy for these kids right now. But to keep it a buck, bro, y'all really like as a whole, y'all really need to get on your this is what I do, this is what I want to work, this is how I want to work,
And I'm gonna get out there
and I'm gonna get out there regardless.
one way or another.
And don't let $20 to $40 to $50 to $60 to $150 stop you because to keep it a buck, a lot of people aren't
Invest
working.
in yourself.
You
Yeah.
have to. You have to invest in
A
yourself.
lot of people
bro.
ain't
You
working
have
because
to
they either
invest in
saying,
yourself.
"Oh, I don't got enough," or "I'm charging too much," or "They charging too much." Bro, you just bought a Louis bag.
Yeah. What?
You just bought some Air Maxes.
Air Maxes. I was about to say it. Jordan.
I'm trying to figure out. I'm
All
trying to figure
type
out.
of-
You gotta figure
Let's
out.
talk
what
about
you
your
really
priorities.
want. Priorities, bro.
You put a few gallons of honey, but you can't sit there.
Yeah.
Priority God every weekend.
Yeah,
Your
and then as the
priorities.
creators, stop charging so much, bro.
That's
If
facts.
you're a
Yeah.
creator, you're
That's facts.
charging way too much. If you really know
And
that,
you're not on.
Yo,
Yeah.
come
You're
on, man.
milking
you got-
people.
listen,
You're
my
milking
thing is,
people who
you
who
have to-
admire your work.
You have to
So
charge
really, you're cheating yourself.
based on those individual situations. You can't
Right.
charge somebody $700-800 for the vid. Like, no, you know
Yo.
he can't.
And to keep it a buck, bro, if you really charging that much and you're pricing people out, you're not doing it for the culture, bro.
Yeah, you know.
Yo, I dare somebody to watch
know.
this video and say I charged them. Period.
Okay.
For any video within the past 8 years. And I got the top. I feel like I got the highest quality stuff around.
Okay.
The reason why I do that is because I'm like, yo, I don't care about the price. Like, I'm not even
feel
trying to
me?
flaunt. My bag is situated, so I don't really care about the price. $50 or $500 ain't gonna really change my situation. But I know that the content is what's important.
Yeah,
I don't want to sacrifice the content for $1,000, bro. You see what I'm saying?
100%.
So
We ain't
think about
gonna
it this time.
slide over how you just talk crazy real quick. Get in your bag.
Oh,
real
yeah.
quick.
Come on.
He said the bag.
Yo,
Bag.
let's
Situated.
talk about that too. It's fine. Everything is open table. bro.
Situated. He said it's
I
situated.
got a
Said-
segment coming out about investment too. Like it's very, very important.
Oh, so you big on the stocks and that?
Actually, you
What?
know what?
Yeah.
2013, bro. If y'all want to know the real story, I was in college I'm not gonna say no names, but my roommate was doing the stock stuff. I'm
You went to UConn, right?
I went to UConn.
I probably know him. I think I know him.
You definitely know. So my roommate is doing stock stuff, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm asking questions about this. People not really giving you the information that you want. Most people take that as, all right, yo, like, I guess it's not for me. Me, I take it as I'm about to figure it out for myself. You see what I'm saying? So by the time I end up finishing school, shoot, like my first, like Bitcoin is very popping now and all that type of stuff is very popping now. But my first thing, property, you see what I'm saying, I rented it out. I had already did anything in terms of like any type of infrastructure I wanted to build from an investment and stock portfolio because I learned it on my own.
So you was already on it.
I was already on it. So now when you seeing like Dogecoin and Ethereum being $4,000, average price was $15.
I ain't gonna hold you. We gotta talk.
We
After
can talk, bro. I'm telling you.
bro,
I'm telling you. The segment is coming very, very, very soon.
I'm just now really getting into it, like, but the fact that you was already up on it back then, that's powerful.
Yeah.
I know a couple people that was on it back then. Now they really reaping the benefits.
Bro, I was in the chat, like Natalia Buterin and Sasha Ivanov, all of them in the chat rooms with them, suggesting them, like all that. I had to use the translator to contact them. No cap, bro. I can tell you a whole lot of stories, bro. Okay. 2011, I got to college. By the time I was in 2014, bro, I was in it. And that was when it wasn't even a financial market. That was just on some straight like experimental stuff. I was in it.
Okay. So hold on.
Right here, you can ask
I want to get into your commentary bag.
Oh yeah.
Cause you said that's a segment. So I see these segments you get into.
Yeah.
You feel me? You get into your segment bag. You get into your commentary bag. So
like
talk a little bit about that, and then I want to talk about some of this, a couple of the segments that you was talking about.
So with commentary, like I said, I'm very big on like doing stuff yourself. Like jumping off and get the porch and doing whatever I want to do in terms of the entertainment. People aren't gonna like immediately flock to what you gotta say or hit you up for an interview or whatever.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
Because you don't really have no content out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So even though you got the most important things to say and you got like the most groundbreaking things that can change people's lives, you don't really got no like credibility for you to be in a situation in which people are going to listen. So I said, listen, before I even get interviews or before people hit me up, I want people to know my genuine, honest opinion on controversial topics.
Specific shit.
Yeah, that's important to me. So at least you know, like, from the beginning, how I reacted or how I had a stance on something without it being, you know, like the industry making me say something or people be saying like, oh yeah, like that's not his real opinion.
He don't feel that way.
Yeah, like he's just speaking. Somebody else speaking.
He's a liar.
Yeah,
you let it know early. So
yeah, I let it off the rip. Like the first thing I came out with, you seeing exactly how I feel about prison reform. You see what I'm saying? That's my first segment. I feel like there needs to be prison reform. So second segment, there needs to be education reform, and I explain my stances and why that's the stances in a concise little area. I do that joint every week. I drop that joint every week just so people can understand, like, you know, like this is how I feel.
Every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday.
I'm in tune.
Yeah.
I just want you to know I'm in tune. You feel me? I just want you to know that I know. Like that's it. That's it.
Today, but I'm definitely gonna be in tune now.
Bro. And that's the thing about consistency too. Like that's why I promise you, that's gonna drop every Wednesday, at least until the end of the year.
My question is though, right? So I seen a few of the videos though, dog. And my thing is, what gave you the vision for like that angle, like that, like close up angle, like you know what I'm saying? Like what was that? Like what made you say? I didn't want to have the camera back here. I didn't want to have the camera like, you know, what made you that close up, like is it because you want to give them that personal side of you?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's 100% the answer. Like, I want people to understand, like, yo, I'm talking to you. Like, it's not a situation where there's another aspect or like there's a whole lot of things going on. Listen, I'm in my studio and I'm telling you exactly how I feel about a certain subject, and you know I'm being genuine because you can clearly see that this is not unscripted to the sense that I didn't like compile my thoughts, but unscripted to the point in which it's not people just like feeding me words. Like I set it up like there's a wider angle if you check the YouTube joint, and then on Instagram it's the even like closer angle. But yeah, bro, I want you to know like I'm specifically talking to you guys about how I feel, and I want you to feel either captivated to agree or disagree so that we can promote discussion about topics that really make sense. Matter of fact, I had one about child support that a lot of people just did not agree with. But it promoted questions and it promoted discussions about a very important topic. I don't care if people agree or don't agree, but at least we're talking about things that are
you want to open
opposed
to
the next meme or something like that. talk about something at least once a week. They got
I mean,
something.
it's like in a sense, you really educating the people. You know what I'm saying? By bringing up those topics and like starting like sparking those certain like conversations. Now you got people's minds running. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Rather than like thinking about some BS they seen earlier. Now they thinking like, what the heck? What he said on child support, I might not agree, but he made some good points. Or what he said might have said about reform or such and such. Like that, I ain't really think about like that. And it might even spark somebody to move a little different.
Right. And keep it a
Hell
buck.
yeah.
Especially in this climate, a lot of people like are so opposed to the opposite side that they think that the person is crazy for thinking the way they think. And I want to bridge the gap and basically say like, yo, like you don't agree with them, you don't have to agree with them, but they have a logical line of thought as to why they're in that position. Like people really do believe things wholeheartedly, and they're wrong.
Yo,
you see what I'm saying? They believe it based upon their experiences and their facts.
You want to tell them?
Well, what you?
You be believing shit and be wrong.
First of all, no, you believe shit and be wrong, nigga. I be right a lot of goddamn time. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I be saving shit and be right. You know? Nah,
hey, yo, but see, that's the exact. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like you will dead think like you're 100% right. Other people can be 100% right. We gotta figure out that we have a situation where we're like, you know what? I understand why you think the way you think, and I want to explain to you why I think the way I think. I'm not necessarily going to agree with you, but I'm not about to sit here and make it seem like, oh, I can't ever speak to you because you have a difference in opinion. You see what I'm saying? So that's the same reason why it was like education reform and other things like that I wanted to speak about because, yo, people are being tormented in our inner city communities, and everybody knows that if it was happening up the street in Fairfield County,
it'd be a
SWAT team would be here.
Dude. What, man?
National Guard would be here if what happened this past weekend happened over in Bridge. So I mean, that's just the absolute fact.
That's facts.
Come on, man.
Don't tell me about it.
That's facts.
But hold on, I want to get into some of your commentaries, some of your specific ones. So one of them was knowing your audience. Speak to it.
So the biggest thing about it is like the analogy that I used was that deaf babies still cry, and the way that I say that is because they're being impacted much less by the sounds that they're emitting because they really can't hear.
Okay.
Right. But they know that it's gonna evoke a reaction from the people that are listening to them in order for them to get the desired result. So the reason why I bring that up is because if you know your audience, you have to cater sometimes to a certain extent what your message is to them in a way that they can react to it. If I sit there for commentary or for investment or whatever the situation may be, whatever segment I have, and I start speaking at an extremely high level, nobody even knows the terms that I'm using, and I start talking about short squeezes and all these type of things when it comes to real estate, they're gonna sit there and be like, "All right, next video."
Yeah, next video. You can.
I have no idea.
Excuse
I don't know
me.
what he's talking about.
Excuse me, like what are you saying, right?
I beg your pardon.
Right. So it's like if you know your audience, if you know the demographic that you're looking for, you're able to then cater at least a little bit of the information to a point in which it's much more easily digestible, and you're going to be in a position in which you're going to get a much more desired result. It's a win-win situation. So know your audience, know what you're doing it for, know your demographic, and then you'll be able to take whatever content you have and push it in the right direction.
Okay. All right.
That's how I feel about knowing
The
your
next
audience.
one. The next one. You feel me? This one is kind of self-explanatory, so we don't have to get into it if you don't want to. It was leaving your comfort zone.
Well, the thing about it is, like, I think it's like one of the most like sad topics.
I mean, it's a cliche, but
it's definitely a cliche. But what people need to understand though is like how it relates to them specifically. Like, if I say, "Oh yeah, leave your comfort zone," like that don't mean go outside in the tea in the middle of the night. Like,
They start wilding.
yeah, start wilding, like,
or become a gang member.
yeah, become a gang member.
and you're not even like
This
that.
isn't comfortable. I'm not comfortable.
Nah.
Nah, leaving comfort zone is like, yo, go outside and market yourself as the person you want to be before people view you as that. You see what I'm saying? You are the
100%.
best rapper in the world. Why aren't you
100%.
marketing yourself as that? Because it's
100%.
uncomfortable to say that. It's
know.
uncomfortable to put yourself online.
Because you'll feel bad,
Because you'll feel bad if somebody say this joint is trash.
or say you're not.
Or say you're
You
not
don't
that.
want to accept criticism, feedback. none of
Yeah.
that.
So it's like, yo, like, if you're in a situation where you feel like you're this type of person, or you feel like whatever situation is that situation, leave your comfort zone, be like confident in yourself, and go out there and push that, because the worst case scenario, the absolute worst case scenario, if nothing works out, you're in the exact same situation you are literally right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Literally right now, there's no differentiation. At least
That's the biggest thing. Like, if it don't work, you'll still be in the same situation.
exactly.
So why not try it? Go hard.
might as well
see if
try
you
it.
can
There's
take it.
only
You feel me?
upside.
Take
Worst
it to the
thing,
next level,
worst
like.
case scenario, you fail.
that's like me saying like, yo, give me $100 for this bet.
Mm-hmm.
If you win, you get $1 million. If you lose, I'll give you $100 back.
I'm doing it.
Of course, there's no risk.
I'm doing it.
You're gonna be in the exact same situation if you lose, but if you
doing
win,
it.
guess what? You don't gotta make another bet in your life.
Yeah,
You got
Ever.
$1 million.
Ever.
that's true.
Come on,
That's
now.
ever.
Bet on yourself. Leave it comes on.
And then lastly, support. I like the support one.
Yeah,
'cause
support-
I agree with that.
Support is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Support is my favorite one because people view support so one-dimensionally, and it's gonna be detrimental for you.
That's true. God, yeah. You think of this?
Yo, but to keep it a buck, because when it comes to support, it's like, yo, I've been going to school with this dude since 3rd grade. He ain't gonna retweet every single video I came out with.
Yeah.
Like, bro, like, first of all,
he ain't gonna go and like it.
Yeah, like,
and
listen.
comment nice things and
right? Like, people get extremely upset when they put a video out. They know their friends seen it, and they not just as captivated to share it as they are. They're like, yo, you're not supporting me. You're not supporting me. Listen, let me tell you something. When it comes to support, there's support in the traditional sense, like they're returning it, but there's also the support where they're not doing it for some reason, and that is support that's more important, because that shows you that either something got to be changed, or that you need to market it to a different demographic. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you're making
Find
rap
a different
music,
lane.
right?
Find a different lane.
If you're
bro.
making rap music and your homie from 3rd grade is not retweeting it because he might not think it's good, maybe you need to make different type of music, or maybe you need to better your craft, or maybe you need to make a video that's more captivating within the first 2 to 3 seconds, so somebody's not scrolling. You see what I'm saying? Everything is support once somebody engages. You just have to figure out what they're telling you it is. Everything is support. So if I put a video out and I'm doing commentary, my joint gets 2 views, and I really care about the viewership, I got to figure out why I'm only getting 2 views when this girl over here is doing some BS and she's getting 50,000.
when she's on
That's-
TikTok dancing.
Yeah. Now, if you can't sit there and like do what she's doing because you're not an attractive female, you got to figure out what your niche is so that you could do your product differentiation and figure out what makes the most sense for you to then get your desired result. That is a form of support that is more important than somebody just smashing the like button and putting fire emojis on your comments.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
So
That's a fact. All
check
right.
the support one out,
So that was the breakdown of just a couple of my favorite commentaries. Now, I
Yeah.
encourage y'all every Wednesday. Is there a specific time?
Definitely tap.
I
in.
drop them at 12, but I think I'm gonna start doing a little bit earlier
12.
now at 9 o'clock, because I think the algorithm appreciates that a little bit more. And people, I'm not really the biggest thing about like, yo, views. I'm more about just putting the content out there. But a lot of people are saying like, yo, bro, like we really would like it if you push your content, because they feel as though it's, you know, helping people. So I'll like play into the algorithm to a certain extent and try to get the viewership up or whatever. But I'm not too concerned about it. I just like putting out good content, because I feel like later on, 2, 5, 6 years ago, it's not gonna spoil. You see what I'm saying?
Facts.
That's fact.
All right.
Views and stuff will come.
And then one of the last things I really want to talk about is this fucking shoe game, bro. I be stressed out every Saturday trying to get shoes, bro.
Yo.
Because like I just can't get shoes.
Yeah,
I mean I'm him, so like I got shoes,
right,
but like
right? I hear that.
actually I'm him. Let me say that correctly. I'm him.
The him
So like I
means
got
him.
shoes. You feel me? But like, let's say you don't get a pair of sneakers, resale $400 for any shoe.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It'd be a pair of low top green dunks.
With a little,
They
bit,
want
of, with a little bit of
$350.
black in them. They
Yo,
want
full
$350.
disclosure.
When did that happen?
I don't know. That did just happen out of nowhere.
Yo, full disclosure.
Out of nowhere.
I know. You know what I think really did it? If y'all remember, if you go back to the
I need to
phone
know.
posits. Remember the phone posits back in the day?
I
And they came out
remember.
with the Galaxies, I think it was.
Yes.
And the Galaxies was like everybody wanted them
Yeah,
joints.
everybody wanted
Nobody could get them
Mm-hmm.
because everybody was buying them up and then reselling them. So don't get me wrong. I was a young kid. I was trying to make some money. That little gold pack, the GMP pack with the Jordans, I definitely set up there. And
I got
them.
those.
You see what I'm saying? I got them. I resold them or whatever. But I was young. You see what I'm saying? And I was in a situation where I had to get money.
Gas.
At least I didn't sell the drugs.
Nah,
But you see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the situation is this: people are gonna find a way to trying to find some type of profit for themselves. They got bots running all throughout the day now, trying to get
Kids
as many
bread,
things
bread.
as possible.
Yo,
And
that's
sneakers,
sick,
bro.
though.
PlayStation.
That's what I'm saying. It's
sold
game
out.
systems. It's everything
And I've
that.
been, yo, and I've been
World
on
It-
Series
it's
hats,
shit
bro.
kids
I've been on
want.
the screen for the past hour and a half, waiting, refreshing.
It's not happening, bro.
It's
I don't know
over.
how I got
I'm
the
like,
PS5
yo,
retail.
dog.
It just happened. I had a quick
I
connection.
know how I got it. Well, I didn't get it. I got an Xbox One because I'm classy and I have friends.
Let's continue this conversation over here.
Well, no,
dog.
I'm classy and
I got
have
Xbox
friends.
too.
So yes, I got an
I ain't
Xbox.
gonna lie, I got it.
I mean, when you want to play the
did put
system
that
alone,
box.
you can get a PlayStation.
Come on now.
But I got mine on Amazon.
Amazon? I was on Walmart and I got my drink.
Yeah, right. Oh, now you.
At Walmart, you-
Nah, you at
I was
D-Mon.
on Walmart.com.
D-Mon.
Yo, no, Walmart is
How?
wild.
Walmart.com.
You got
I
fast ass
press.
fingers, huh?
I press.
You-
11:58. Press the refresh button. By the time the drink loaded,
You got quick ass fingers, huh?
Straight to the
Oh,
cart.
I heard Walmart
Secure.
was damn near impossible.
Walmart wasn't impossible.
What was?
But I mean, when you bless a
Screen
highly
wasn't
favored, just things happen. Like you see what I'm saying? Like when you got a connection with God, things just happen for you.
Were you his favorite? That's just.
Yeah, like I'm like top 2 maybe of all time. I mean, like Jesus
Of all
included.
time?
Like it's
Of all
top 2.
time?
It's like
Yeah,
I
rock
don't
with
know,
it.
bro, because I ain't gonna hold you. I be feeling like I'm his favorite.
yeah. I mean, hey,
know.
I'll speak to him later on. See what's up.
It be
I-
some days where I'll be
listen,
like,
listen.
nah,
He's going
you
crazy.
really
Listen,
the
nah.
man. Like, yo,
Nah,
you're
it be
fucking
some
right
days.
now. Like,
It
bro,
be some days you
you're
just start
him.
putting work in.
Like,
Like this happened, this happened.
Yo,
Yo,
I'm telling you, that was one of them days. I mean, it's a lot of days for me, but that's one
That's a
of them
fact. That was
Yeah,
one of
most
them. That was
definitely.
one of
But
them.
yeah, yo, what I will tell you is this, and this is why I started to see I'm really good with trends. Listen, y'all keep reselling stuff, you're gonna be paying like 3x for the product, and it's gonna be fake because
Yo,
what people are going to do is they're going to make replicas and they're gonna mix it up with the real ones because you can't just. Yo, I was on TikTok the other day. I seen the replica and the.
You see how they be
real
doing
one.
that shit?
You can't. Yo, you can't differentiate. It's back in the day. We knew those.
We
You
knew,
can
we
tell.
knew,
You
we
can
knew
I'm
it was
like,
fake.
no.
We knew.
You
We
can
knew that.
tell.
Oh, those were the.
Don't come in here with
You
you.
made those.
You knew what's up. They
You
only
made those.
They only lasted 2.5 weeks. You got them up. Trust me, bro. I was,
Something
The
leaning
fabric
on
was a
side.
little different.
yeah, I was in the
type of
hood. I
shit.
had some
Way
fake
different.
joints, bro. I'm not even gonna lie.
Everybody had fake
Everybody
joints
had
at
fake
one
joints.
point.
You didn't even know if it was fake until oh yeah, the seams
I ain't gonna
busting
hold you.
out.
A couple of mine. I my Bread 11s. I knew mine was fake because I had the Gucci on it.
Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? So you,
Mine was a dead giveaway.
you
though.
can tell off.
I knew.
But
I
you had to
knew,
rock them
like,
because you feel me. Those was the sneakers for the
Those
year.
was hard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
it was
what I'm
hard.
saying.
It was hard. You know what I
So,
mean?
but
At the
listen,
time.
nowadays, bro, there's no differentiation. You can't
There's
tell
too
the
much
difference.
damn technology and machines
Bro,
and shit. That's what
you
it
gonna be
is, yo.
spending 2 bands for some non-factory,
And they making them themselves.
off-white ones,
They make them themselves. That's
and they making them themselves. And the wild part about it is, hey, I listen, y'all. This is what.
This is what they
you
created.
This is what you created.
They create, and it's like,
I mean, I
who do
respect the
blame?
hustle, but
bro.
damn,
I mean,
dog, you want an extra
these my
600
work
for the
shoes
shoes?
now.
I hear you. Yo, I'm the worst when it comes to sneakers.
I
like.
come to work in these now, man.
I hear you.
I said, "Oh, the podcast."
I got 3
today?
pairs of Crocs.
Let me get right.
Got the
And
Crocs
I ain't
on.
even put them in sport mode. I'm supposed to have them in sport mode when I
Oh,
start
you
the
working.
podcast. You feel me?
Yeah,
I'm working.
Yeah,
I'm
but
working.
listen, bro. Like, when it comes to my sneakers, I literally just started buying sneakers again this year because listen,
Like, I can't get none. I can't win none.
Yeah,
man.
they-
you can't win it
it's-
anyway.
it's-
And then on top of that, once you get them, and if you spend $450, $500 on it, you can get a couple wears out of it. Then it's over with.
It's over with,
Listen,
yeah.
don't
Because
buy
the
sneakers,
fat,
buy
because the
gold.
material's not even as good as it used to
Nah.
be.
Yeah.
Don't buy
Like things
clothes,
downgraded
buy
quality.
Don't buy clothes.
Buy stocks.
Buy stocks. Buy gold. You see what I'm saying? It'll be better for you in the long run, man. It's gonna appreciate over time.
Real shit,
Most
man,
definitely.
bro. I just want to say thank you for coming.
Of course, bro.
You feel me? I got
Make me a
the
regular.
Emperor. Yo, I would love to. I would love to,
Listen,
you feel me?
anytime from here to whatever, bro. I don't care what the situation is. Call me. I'm gonna pull up.
All right, say that,
most
say that.
definitely,
I want to
man.
say thank you for coming. I want to say thank you to your lovely girlfriend for coming.
Appreciate you,
feel me?
appreciate
Helping
you.
out.
Feel me?
You feel me?
It was no bad show,
It was very hot in here.
Yeah, it was a little
It
toasty.
was
in
very
here, though.
hot in here. You feel me?
It was a little toasty.
when we invite you back, hopefully we might be in the same shit. I like
the aesthetic, bro.
It's a little
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
cozy, you feel me?
Either we gonna be in this
It's
one,
real
or we gonna be
homey,
another
but
little small little
We might be in
situation.
some not a small.
No,
I
not
ain't
a
switching this
situation.
small.
I'm about to
to
say,
another small.
It's small.
You feel me? But hopefully we get to a bigger
situation.
situation. But I want to say thank you for
Listen,
coming.
I'm
Don't leave me hanging on cam.
I'm fully
You feel me?
invested, man.
I'm saying, appreciate you,
I mean, I
man.
love it. I love stuff
Feel
like
me?
this, bro.
KOTV. I
KOTV.
always
KOTV,
forget to say
man.
this at the beginning, but comment, like, subscribe.
Oh yeah, all that good stuff, right?
All that good YouTube
Kings of
stuff.
the Vision, man.
Yeah, I'm not a
Word of my
YouTube
baby.
person, man, but KOTV Kings of the Vision, we out here, man. We out.
For real.